Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope that 2023 has all found you safe, blessed, and happy and well rested, because that's what the end of 2023 was for me. That's why I was on my break. I wasn't filming any videos, but I'm back, and I figured it would be fitting that my first video of 2023 was to go over my recap of my vision board for 2022. If you didn't see that video, I will link it up in the cards. I did create a 2022 vision board with me. I create a vision board every year just to imagine what I want the coming year to look like, what I want to accomplish, what I want to focus on, because what you water is what grows. So let's see how I watered 2022 and what grew, so to speak. All right, so here I have my vision board. I am zoomed out, but I think I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit more to get it all in. Here we go. Let's see. Zoom it out a little bit more. Oh, that's as far as I can zoom out. So I guess we'll start from the top. And as you can see, I was very focused on one thing in 2022, and that was my very first home. And anything, just spoiler alert, anything you see with a check mark on it, that means I accomplished it. I did it. All right. So let's start with my word of the year. So I choose a word every single year that I want to define my year, that I want to guide myself. It's kind of my affirmation. And in previous years, I would choose whatever word came to me in a meditation. And that's basically how I continue now. But what I've started doing in 2022 is, if the word came to me, I would try to turn it into an active verb, meaning that I wanted to turn it into an action. Verbs are doing, right? So that's what I want to do. So I turn it into an active verb, no matter what form it comes to me. It just so happens that this word came to me in meditation as a verb, but I know in 2021, my words were freedom and stability. So those are nouns, right? So now we have an active verb. So elevate. How did I elevate in 2022? Let me get my bullet journal, because in my bullet journal, I also reflect. I was telling my mentor earlier today, is like, I never considered myself type A. I just considered myself to have type A tendencies, but yeah, I'm a type A. So let's just look at my reflection, because in my bullet journal, I also set up my word of the year. I also set up my tarot card of the year, my personal card. And to find that, you would just add your birthday and reduce it to one number. So my birthday is June 11, and the year that it is, not the birth. You don't want your life path number, which is the birthday, the year you were born. So each year you take your birthday and the year that it is to find out what your personal number is for the year. So I find the tarot card that corresponds to that. So my tarot card for the year was the Hierophant, which is the 5. So going back to my word of the year, elevate. How did I elevate? So this is my reflection from the beginning of the year, and then this is my end of the year reflection. So just to read off what it says my goal that I wanted to elevate myself in every aspect of my life. Master of trades, graduated from Jill of trades. So jack of all trades is the saying, right? Where you know a lot, right? But I wanted to graduate from a jack, or Jill, because I'm a woman, to a master. So I didn't want to focus on knowing a little bit about everything. I wanted to develop mastery in certain areas. So the end of the year reflection, how did I elevate in 2022? So this reflection I wrote on December 30th. And as you can see, it says, proud of me, double exclamation point. So I accomplished this in all its sense. My living situation, bought a house and furniture. My income, I made $121,000 last year. My career, I published writing. I presented a conference paper. I didn't write that here, but I did present at a conference. I revamped the school newspaper at the school. I launched the literary magazine at my college where I teach. And I got a teaching excellent grant, and I got elected to the faculty senate. So in my career, my goals were met and exceeded. So elevated. My social circle, I made a new best friend here in this new state. If you are new to my channel, I moved from New Jersey to Rhode Island for my job, for my career. And I knew no one here. It was my husband, my daughter, and my dogs, and we know no one here. And I made a new best friend, and through her, I met some amazing people as well. So, and I made new friends here, and I made this place home. My workout. So I've always been a hardcore athletic person. Like I work out. I work out, baby. I lift weights. I do yoga. I run. But my weight loss has not been going anywhere. And I know that's mostly because of my diet and my hormonal issues. But I got an amazing trainer who, like, him and his girlfriend are like a powerhouse, and they are teaching me so much about my body and form. I actually am currently recovering from a sprained knee. So even the treatment that they are giving me in modifying and treating my knee so that I can prevent further injuries. Like, I'm learning so much from them, and they are both amazing. So elevated that. And funnily enough, because there are no accidents, my trainer calls his team Elevate. So I call myself an elevator because we're only going up in this elevator though. So tell me that's not a big synchronicity, that my word of the year is Elevate, and his tribe, his training crew is called Team Elevate. There are no accidents. My routine, right? I was able to master, like, when I tell you my time management skills, I am thinking of designing like a master class, because I teach a lot of classes. So last semester I taught 9 courses. I teach college. I'm a college English professor. I taught 9 colleges, launched a literary magazine, advised the student newspaper. I'm on the faculty senate. I'm on a subcommittee. I'm on other committees. I'm doing like so many things in my career, and just, I took vacations, I took trips, I went out and explored. Like, I mastered work, play, rest. And I, again, that's where I say I'm a type A, because I like, people like, how do you do it? I'm just like, listen, I manage my time and I monitor it and I adjust, and I'm always strategizing. And this bullet journal is also part of the reason, because I track everything. I'm a numbers person, even though I'm an English professor. Don't make me do math. But I am a tracker, and I monitor and recalibrate frequently. My reading, I was, when I did this on 12/30, I still hadn't written down this is my book log. I write down every book that I've read. I've been tracking this since 2015. And in 2022, I finished, as you can see, I finished a book on December 31st. I finished 48 books that I read. So I elevated my reading. I read so many amazing books. I actually created a BookTube channel just so I can start talking about books. I only have 2 videos, but I have to I have to get on because I created it towards the end and I wanted to take a break. So, but I elevated my reading, my YouTube. I see you, 200 subscribers on my Courageous Money channel. So got that. And I feel like I got a steady posting schedule, right? Because I didn't fall into the trap of feeling like I needed to post constantly. I just post when I want to, and come what may, you guys enjoy it. And I thank you all for subscribing and watching my videos, but I didn't focus on trying to get monetized. I didn't focus on trying to post constantly. I go with, like, again, I strategize, I see what's working, what's not, and I recalibrate. My outings, I've had so many outings. I took vacations. So I also keep track of, like I said, I track everything. So these are all of the outings that I had last year. So I went out a lot. I went out a lot. So I elevated in so many aspects of my life. So this deserves a big old check mark. Hold on. A big old check mark. You get the drift. Oh, what fun it is to save. So I did save money in 2022, but I was focused more on debt because I wanted to raise my credit as high as I could. I also wanted to pay off as much debt as possible so that I can focus on my house. So I have a video coming up on a 2022, kind of where my money went in 2022, and also how I raised my credit like in a short period of time because I strategized on how to pay off the debt. But 2023 is all about, we got more debt because now we got a house. But I did save some money, even though I spent a lot of it. Let's see. Let's keep moving at the top. Be food smart. So this is a win for towards the end of the year. So I started seeing my trainer in November. And ever since, we've strategized my trainer, the nutrition store where I go, and even my aunt, who is a doctor, but she also is a holistic plant-based doctor as well. She's a pediatrician, but she also does that too. So we are strategizing and calibrating my food strategy so that I can lose weight and gain muscle mass. So this has been accomplished, even though it was more recent. I did not save $30,000, but we had other priorities, right? So savings, 30K did not happen. That's why there's no check mark there. I did not get down to 169 pounds, which is my target. But since I started working with my trainer in November, I haven't weighed myself ever since I got injured. But before I weighed myself, I had lost 7 pounds, and that was within a month of training. So I sprained my ankle about three weeks ago. But even so, I've been controlling my food, and we have still been working, even if it's not at the intensity, because I go hoard, and he knows how to challenge me. Like he says, we need a spatula because we got to peel me off the floor. And as you can see here, elevate your workout. And we have, because like I said, I don't need to repeat that because you heard me. My nails, I had a few months where I was doing the press-ons. I was just like, no, and of course I did it all for a larger goal. But I went back to my acrylics. They were long. I cut them so that they can grow. My natural nails can grow more, and I could have less breakage so that they can grow together. But my nail spot is right up the street from me now, and they do such an amazing job. So let's get to the big one here. I bought my first home in 2022. So I was specific because before I was just like, I just wanted a house. But I fell into the trap. It's not a trap, but it was kind of a trap for myself, because people, when you're buying your first home, they're like, oh, get a multi-family home, so that you can, pay the mortgage with the rent and all of that. And it's like, it seems like sound advice, But at the same time, I was going to fall into that trap of going for what I didn't want or settling for second best out of fear of of not being able to pay my house, right? I never wanted a multifamily home. I never wanted to be a landlord. I never wanted tenants. I've lived with people my whole life. And at my last apartment, the neighbors, the adults were wonderful, but the children were noisy, and their friends were not, they were not the best, it was a lot of noise. And I like knowing that every noise in my house is made by my family. And the people that are on my property are there because I invited them, like it was just not something that I wanted. So in 2021, I had this as a multifamily house. And I said, no, that's not what I want. I'm going for what I want, and I'm not going to operate out of fear and going for something that I don't want and compromising because I'm going to be scared that I'm not going to be able to pay my house. I said, if God wants me to own a home and he opens the doors for me to buy a house, he's not going to let me lose that house. He knows, and he knows who who he's giving that house to, because I'm hella responsible when it comes to my bills. And I'm only paying a few $100s more for my one family home than I was paying in rent. So I'm not gonna lose my house for $400. Okay. So I put single family, lots of natural light, big yard, driveway, front porch seating, large windows, finished basement. I had said 4 bedrooms, master bedroom for my daughter, dog's room, office, and an altar room. So I have my office and my altar room. My daughter has her room. We have the master bed. We even got a master bath, right? My house has front porch seating with large windows, but is enclosed, which is even better because I can sit there in the middle of winter. The basement is completely finished, and that's where my dogs are for the most part, right? That we have them, and the basement is huge. So the basement actually has 3 areas, and we are going to make the 4th bedroom in the and not in the bathroom, in one area of the basement, which each area is separated. So they have their own doors. So all we have to do is build a wall to make a bedroom for my son, should he come, or if not, a guest bedroom. The closet here is, I didn't get this closet, y'all, but I did get 2 very large closets. So we have his and hers closets in our master bedroom, and plenty of space. My husband has his closet. I have my closet, plenty of space for everything, and then some. This is not checked off because I haven't bought lawn furniture. Like, we moved here in October. So I'm like, that's going to wait for closer to the summer. It's going to wait to the spring, essentially. So that and it gives me time to pick out a nice set for our backyard. I didn't get a big backyard. It's not big, but it's actually perfectly sized. So it's low maintenance. So, and we have our driveway, and we have a shed, that is, that my husband converted into his man cave. I have my office with my bookcase. My husband even hung bookshelves on the walls. I have bookcases, and in my closet, he hung more shelves so I can have more. I have a lot of books. And mind you, each time I move, I get rid of more books, and I have too many. And then in the basement, I have bookshelves as well. We have new furniture, a master bed set. We got a king size bed. It's nice and comfy. My husband and I can separate and find each other, because, like, my husband can't sleep without having a leg on me. Like, he literally can't sleep. I could be somewhere else and he's like, when are you coming to bed? Because I need my leg. We have 2 bathrooms, so that's why they're both checked out. I wanted like a bath, like 1.5 baths, but we ended up getting 2 full baths. So that's even perfect because we have our own master bathroom in our bedroom. This area is not checked off. I never even knew what I wanted this area to be. I just thought it was a cute picture. And And I like the idea of a chase lounge, which I was hoping would fit in my office, but it didn't. So we didn't get that, but that's why it's not checked off. This refrigerator is not checked off because we do need to get new appliances. I want stainless steel, but that's a project for another day. But our appliances that we do have, they're white, and they're in perfectly great condition. Like the people who own this house, they were here for 61 years, and they took such great care of this house. All we did when we moved here was remove the carpet from the living room and the dining room, and I cleansed the house spiritually. You know, I gotta get rid of all those energies, so I gave it a spiritual bath. Put my St. Anthony in the front, and we moved in. My kitchen, again, plenty of cabinet space. That's why this is here. Plenty of cabinet space. I do want to get an electric stove with like the flat. I like the flat stove top because it's just so much easier to clean. But I don't clean the stove anyway. My husband cleans it. But we have plenty of cabinet spaces. Like most of the cabinet spaces are not even used, but at least we have it if we ever did need it. But I'm a minimalist. I don't want to have unnecessary things. My office is down here. I put my office here 2 times because I just wanted office space. I just want a place that's my own. And my office actually has art hanging on the wall, painted by my best friend and other artists that appeal to me. And this actually worked well because I have my office. My daughter's room came with a built-in desk and bookshelf space. So we ended up getting the 2 offices anyway. So her room, she has her built-in desk. Santa Claus brought her a computer for Christmas. So she is happy. The dining room set, we actually got a nicer dining room set than this one. So we did get that. I put Scarlett family bond with mom. I did bond with my mom. We took a trip to Florida. Let me take a sip. I'm just drinking some champagne. I'm cheering. I'm toasting my sister. She's in Dominican Republic right now, celebrating her 40th birthday, and I'm there in spirit, drinking some spirits. So let me take a sip. But my mom, my sister, my daughter, and my nephew and I and my niece, we went to Florida for a great family trip. It was Scarlett's first time in Florida. And my mom then came later in the summer. She came here to Rhode Island, and we bonded here. Took her to Martha's Vineyard, took her around our neck of the woods, and had a great time. This was just a horoscope. I just put it there. This was for my son. I wanted to help him buy a car. He just got his permit now, so he's a little behind schedule, which is great for me because I'm behind schedule on helping him with his car. So that'll go on to 2023 as well. Happy. That should be checked off because I'm extremely happy. I didn't check off everything, you know, but we check it out right here. I'm always happy, even when I'm upset, because I made a conscious decision to be happy and pursue my happiness. Like, I'm gonna chase that bitch down. Excuse my French. But it's just a happy a reminder to pursue and hold on to my happiness. Make memories. I made so many memories. You saw how many outings and just grand old time. I didn't launch the horoscopes that I wanted to in my channel. I probably will hold off on that this year as well. I think I put like a community post and I didn't get any feedback. So, I was going to launch like money horoscopes. Vacation. I took a vacation. It wasn't to Mexico like I wanted, but you know, I had my getaway. So that will stay on the bucket list. Got new couches. Mine are actually leather and they're brown and they are executive sofas. They look so gorgeous. I love it. But I got new furniture. I didn't get the kayak, but that is definitely happening this year. I'm gonna start saving my ducats because we have the space. We didn't buy the kayaks last year because we didn't have the space to keep them in an apartment. Now we have plenty of space to keep the kayak. So this is happening this year. So what I do is I'm just gonna take this and put this on the 2023 one. Let's move on to this side. Stand out. So I accomplished this. because of the intention to elevate myself in aspects of my life, I definitely stood out in my career, and I'm so happy like that people are noticing, and I'm happy with the praise that I'm getting, because it just kind of affirms that the work that I'm doing is working. My students love me, my colleagues love me, the people who are in charge of my job, they recognize the work I'm doing. So I'm standing out greatness. This stand out greatness, because nobody wants to stand out in a negative way. So that's my purpose, to just achieve greatness, pursue impacting people's lives, and then but bolder. I'm always me, like you I'm me in every setting. But I just, I just speak differently, but I uphold my beliefs, because you know what it says, what is it? Like who I don't even know what I was trying to say, but the way I see it is, I'm me when nobody's watching, and I'm me when everybody's watching. And no matter what words I'm saying, like, because I can code switch, I can speak like this, be friends, but I can also speak professionally, and I can be polite when people are being rude, but at the same time, I'm always going to stand up for what I believe. I'm always going to pursue what I'm aiming for, and I'm always gonna be smiling. I'm a happy person. Like I'm always gonna be happy. I'm gonna be kind, because I firmly believe in kindness, and making sure that we're spreading that in this world, because the rest, those evil people in the world will will take care of imparting evil and misery and joy. But I'm always gonna be me, but bolder, meaning I'm I'm gonna take more chances. I'm gonna put myself out there more, and I feel like I've accomplished that. I could have accomplished it more in my personal life, meaning like I wanted more community. I wanted more activities to develop some crafts, but I can still do that. But in my career, like they know my name. They know my name, and they know when I walk in, because I'm always slaying with the dresses. Like I don't wear pants, like in my professional, it's hard to find pants when my waist is smaller than like my thighs and my butt, so it's uncomfortable for me. So I wear dresses, and I look damn good in it. I do wear jumpsuits also, like those jumpsuits, and I'm stylish. So they know, and I'm always in like bright. I love bright colors. Like I'm not here to be dull. I'm sorry. I'm the sun. Okay. I'm the sun. And then restorative is down here. That's because I underlined rest, because I prioritize rest. I'm not trying to be tired, and I was actually tired. I was on the verge of burning out in the spring semester, which is what led to, again, recalibrating, because I was teaching 8 classes, but I was teaching 5 days a week. And I was like, no, this is not working. This is not working. And I was also dealing with a lot of personal trauma due to some events that we witnessed where we were living in our previous apartment. So I had PTSD. I was exhausted from all the work. So I recalibrated, and I did get my rest in. I love my naps. I told my students, I'm like, listen, I schedule my naps. On my phone, my phone goes to sleep mode, meaning I don't get notifications at 6:15 p.m. And I don't check emails after like 5 o'clock. The latest I might check an email is before my phone goes to sleep. And that's if I know I'm waiting for an answer from like a student or something. But after 7 o'clock, I'm like, if you don't respond to me, my business hours are 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And that applies to everybody. My family gets 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Because I'm resting, and on weekends, good luck getting in touch with me. And ready to have some fun. I had plenty of fun. Let's check this off. Because I had a lot of fun this year. All right. So that is my vision board for 2022. Like I'm excited to see how 2023 is going to plan a top 2022, because 2022 was amazing. I got my home. I'm home. I'm currently filming in my office. So like I couldn't be happier. But I'm so excited because I know 2023 is gonna be awesome too. And when I do my vision board for 2023, you best believe I got you, and I will come here to show you what I'm working towards in 2023. So let me know in the comments, how did your 2022 go? How did you accomplish, work towards your goals? What did you accomplish? What were your highlights? I want to know your highlights for 2022 and what you're looking forward to in 2023. All right. If you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. This is Courageous. Stay brave.